I just finished Robin Hood. Well, I just finished acting in Robin Hood, and it was honestly such a fun experience. It was through a community theater, and all the people there were so nice and so fun to talk to, and they were from all over, first off. But throughout this, a lot of fun things happened, and it was a comedy, first of all. So there was a lot of, like the director had a lot of fun things that I just threw in, and it was honestly just the best experience ever. Made a list. It's kind of long. Here it is. So I heard of this through my friend, who is honestly just such a nice person. And she told me about it, and I was just like, yeah, that sounds fun. So we both auditioned together. I ended up being the Sheriff of Nottingham, who is the lead evil guy. Well, not the lead evil guy, because that's kind of the prince, but I was like the guy who carries out all of his orders and stuff, which was surprising to both me and like everyone around me, because most people think of me as like this little quiet kid who always says hi. Maybe not so much quiet, but like hopefully they think of me as nice. I don't want to say that because I don't want to seem, I don't know what the word is for it, but most people think of me as nice, I think. So we got the script. I have a lot of lines. Oh, also my friend ended up being a lead who like helped out with Robin Hood and finding Maid Marian and all of that stuff. Her name was Duncan. It was fun. So we got to see each other every day because we were in most of the same scenes. I was in all but one scene too. Okay, so first of all, we auditioned in December, and then we started up in January, but our performances are midway through February, and our last one was yesterday, which is sad because it was so fun. Oh, I'm gonna miss those people so much. But so we didn't have a long time to rehearse. Originally we were supposed to have 6 weeks, but it ended up being more like 5 weeks of everyday 2-hour rehearsals, except for on weekends, because of snow days, and in Minnesota it's really cold, and there was a lot of snow this year, which is the worst it's been in like 5 years, I think someone said. I don't know. We started practicing in the cafeteria of an elementary school, which was just a big open space. It was fun. Everything was fun, so I'm gonna say that a lot, just heads up. So Robin Hood, the girl who played Robin Hood, she's great, first of all. And well, when we first got the props, one was a really bad net, which we both get caught in at one point in the show, which is a slow motion fight scene. Honestly, the best part of the whole show. But, yeah, she was throwing it on all of these people, and she got videos of throwing it on every single person, every single one of the leads, and mine was, oh, I made the weirdest face, but it was just silly, like silly little thing, and I thought it was funny. Oh yeah, and then slow motion fight, I already mentioned that, but we do these little poses at the beginning, and then we like kind of walk at each other, and we were just doing the most ridiculous things. Kevin, the prince's henchman, she gets dragged across the stage at one point by my friend who played Duncan. And then, oh yeah, Robin Hood and I, we kind of just shoved each other. We didn't actually fight, which was really fun. Throughout the whole thing, as everyone had a lot of lines. Also, this wasn't a musical, it was just an hour and a half of like a regular play. Even though we did add in a dance, and the prince sang a couple times. The prince was also the director, which was fun, so he just added in all of the fun stuff. I had a cape, which I was really happy about, and I got to be like badass. It was great. But the problem is it was my brother's cape, and it had a Batman symbol on it, which wasn't good. So I was going to cover it up. Honestly though, I probably could have just left the Batman symbol on it, because it kind of fits with all of the ridiculous stuff in the play. But I was like, I should just cover it up, it's not really part of my character. So I tried to cover it up with black duct tape, but I didn't have enough. It ran out, and the only duct tape we had left was yellow duct tape. So I used that, and I had to Sharpie it in, which I didn't bring the cape home that day, and this was like tech week, so this was when we were doing dress rehearsals, so 3 days before the performance, and I Sharpied it all in, and it smelled really bad for a solid 2 days, so that was fun. I couldn't even wear it the day that I Sharpied it, because I was doing it before we rehearsed, and then I was gonna wear it, but I tried to, and I had to take it off halfway through a scene. It wasn't great, but I could wear the cape now, so it was cool. Oh yeah, also, the beginning of dress rehearsals, like, where we were actually going through the scenes in the theater, with all the scene changes and all that stuff, I got sick that Sunday, and it was not going away. So, for the first half of the week, I just sounded like crap, like utter crap, and so partially my fault because then the rest of the cast got a little bit sick, although I only had a cold, but a ton of them got the flu. Well, not them so much, but like their families got the flu, so I feel like it might have been my fault a bit, but at the same time, probably not. I don't know. Well, we get to the first performance, and I'm going great, not coughing at all, which was my main problem, was I would cough and sneeze all the time, but I hadn't coughed or sneezed at all on stage yet, which is good. But then, the end of the first act, I come out to announce a thumb wrestling match. It's a ridiculous play. I love it, though. And I get through the scene, I announce the match, not I, but my sidekick, Matilda, who's, honestly, she's so fun, but she kidnaps Maid Marian and runs off stage. I'm just like, y'all have to come get her in Act 2. And then I walk off stage, and I forget that I have a mic, and I cough really loudly. And everyone on stage was just very confused about where that sound was coming from, and it was coming from me. There were quite a few coughs too, so yeah. Mic troubles, you know. Also, the day before our first performance was Valentine's Day, and the friend who told me about this, who plays Duncan, asked her crush, who played Lil Jon, do a swing dance. That's soon. Just a little note, because it was cute, and they were really cute. Alright, to the performances. Already heard loud cough. But also, second act comes around, and I'm not in the first scene, so I kind of just wait around. And then, it's the second scene, lights go down, and I have to move a log that we hide behind during that scene. Not very good hiding, by the way. But I have to move it, and it falls over a little bit as I'm moving it, so I fix it. And then the lights come up, and I like quick jump over to like get to my scene, and like say my lines, because you're not supposed to see people moving the log. And then I'm saying my first line, and the log falls over, which was just stupid and funny, because it shouldn't have, because it has these little things, but I was quickly jumping over to get to my line, and it fell. So, oops. Also, throughout this whole thing, the director, the guy who played the prince, he had multiple different wigs that he would switch out every time he came on stage, and on stage even, he switched it a couple times throughout, and as the play went on, like as our 4 performances happened, he switched more and more wigs, which was funny. Because like, I didn't realize he was gonna do it on stage, and I almost broke character once because he put on this long, blonde, flowy one. It was ridiculous. Also, at the end of the play, we have a Breakfast Club ending, you know, whole. Well, we needed a little letter that we dropped for the narrator to come, because we're all just, at the end, he like ruins our ending, because there's a little Elvis that comes out and we call him the king. It's, oh my gosh, it was so fun. So we leave a little paper for him, and he reads it, and it voiceover and all of that stuff, but Robin Hood didn't have a paper, so the girl who played Maid Marian rips out a paper from my script, which is backstage because I want to like double check my lines before I go out, and gives it to Robin Hood, and I have not gotten that page back, and I probably never will. So I no longer have the last page of my script. Second night comes around, and we have 2 performances this time, one around like 2-ish and one at 7. We get there early, of course, to get ready, and the guy who plays Little John is extremely talented at piano, and he was playing musical songs, and as a drama kid, I love musicals, specifically all of the ones that he played, and he played some Dear Evan Hansen, some Hamilton, and some The Greatest Showman, and we were all singing along. It was so fun. Oh yeah, also, Friar Tuck, I snatched his wig off for part of the play because he pretends to be Maid Marian, but the girl who plays him didn't want to wear a bald cap. So we were kind of like messing around with it, and the girl who plays Maid Marian put it on and took the most ridiculous little photos, and it was so funny because like she thought it was super hilarious, and that like spread to everyone else, and we were all just dying in the green room getting ready. Oh, it was so fun. And more singing Broadway songs, and then we took a community nap time in the theater in between shows because we were all exhausted. So yeah, and there's some cute little photos I have on my Instagram of it, if you know me. More singing, and more piano and singing right before not our last play, but our third one. And in this one, everything was going perfect and amazing, and then right at the end of the second scene, I dropped my water bottle backstage, which was really loud. But other than that, it was a really good show, and it was amazing. Everything about this whole show was amazing. Altogether, all the performances, all of the rehearsal. I'm gonna miss these people so much. Fourth show, we had the most people, like almost double all of the other performances, and they were the most interactive crowd too, so they like cheered and laughed at everything, and it was so fun. And I almost dropped my water bottle, but I didn't, so that was good. Overall, though, it was such an amazing experience, and I've said it so many times, but I'm gonna miss these people so much, and one of them is going off to college, and so I probably won't see her, not at least for a long time, and it's so sad. But to anybody who came to it, I hope you enjoyed it. To anybody who didn't come, just know that it was an amazing, amazing, amazing experience, and an amazing show. And then afterwards we got Applebee's, and I had to say goodbye to everyone, and it was so sad. It was so sad that we had to be done, because after 6 weeks of spending every day together, and getting to know each other, and doing fun little jokes, and doing this ridiculous play, I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them so much. And we don't even go to the same schools because it's a community theater, so we're all from all over the place. Overall, great experience, great memories. I'll definitely have them forever, and yeah. Well, that's it, I guess. Yeah. I loved this show.